The standoff between the United States and Iran shows no signs of easing, with tensions centered around the critical Strait of Hormuz. Despite a ceasefire, negotiations remain stalled, and global energy markets are beginning to feel the impact. The White House has made it clear there is no fixed timeline for ending the conflict.
Setting a deadline with this ceasefire right now, but this war has already gone on longer than he said it would initially. How long should Americans be prepared for this war to go on?
Look, I think President Trump ultimately will dictate the timeline, and he will do so when he feels is in the best interest of the United States and the American people.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt also dismissed reports of any deadline, stating the president remains satisfied with the current naval blockade strategy.
I know there's been some anonymous sourced reporting that there was maybe a 3 to 5 day deadline. That is not true. The president has not set a deadline himself. Ultimately, he will dictate the timetable. And again, he is satisfied with the naval blockade, and he understands that Iran is in a very weak position and the cards are in President Trump's hands right now.
While President Donald Trump may appear satisfied with the current situation, developments within the US Navy suggest underlying tensions. In a significant move, US Navy Secretary John Phelan has stepped down with immediate effect. The Pentagon did not specify a reason, but reports indicate internal differences with senior defense leadership over key issues. He was reportedly ousted for clashing with senior officials about the war on Iran. Hung Chow will now take charge in an interim capacity. At the center of the crisis is the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most vital energy corridors. The US continues a naval blockade in the region, while Iran has refused to reopen the route until the blockade is lifted. The White House says it is waiting for a unified response from Iran, noting mixed public messaging from within the Iranian leadership.
You see a lot of different messaging on social media from many people within the regime, and a lot of that public nonsense is not what we hear from them privately. But again, we want a unified response, and that's what the president is awaiting.
The ongoing uncertainty is already hitting markets. Oil prices rose by around 4% amid supply concerns. With no clear timeline and positions hardening on both sides, the situation continues to keep global energy markets on edge.